Hello everybody, it's me, Redsaphir, and today we are going to read random facts from a CIA World Fact Book, the last edition, because Trump decided to cut it for some reason. It's available online for free, so I probably can read it on the video, and if I can't, what is CIA going to do? They're going to hunt me down. I have no oil. They don't care. So I will just put some random facts. If you enjoy that, listen closely. Alright, let's open this on a random page. Hopefully it's not going to be something controversial. I don't want to deal with that, so I am putting it there. So what we have there, I have to list a little bit back. And we have Denmark. Okay, Denmark is not that controversial. So we have a little map there. The maps are very tiny. Very tiny. Introduction. Once the seal of Viking raiders and later a major North European power, Denmark has evolved into a modern, prosperous nation that is part of the general political and economic integration of Europe. It joined NATO in 1949 and the ECEC, now the EU, it's European Economic Corridor, maybe, in 1973. The country has opted out of certain elements of the EU's Maastricht Treaty, including the European Economic and Monetary Union and Justice and Home Affairs issues. A 2022 referendum resulted in the removal of Denmark's 30-year opt-out and defense issues, now allowing Denmark to participate fully in the EU's common security and defense policy. Geography. It's in Northern Europe, bordering the Baltic Sea and the North Sea, on a peninsula north of Germany. Jutland also includes several major islands. Every time I hear Jutland, I hear that bad artist from Austria speech. Zeeland, Finn and Bornholm. Geographic coordinates. So this is what CIA has. They have to have it so they can drone strike you there or overthrow your government. Map reference Europe area 43,094 square kilometers. You see, even CIA uses kilometers because metric system is superior. Land 42,434 square kilometers. Water 660 square kilometers. Note, includes the island of Bornholm in the Baltic Sea and the rest of metropolitan Denmark, the Jutland Peninsula and the major islands of Zeeland and Finn, but excludes the Faroe Islands and Greenland. Oh yeah, they have Greenland. There will be a huge battle between Denmark versus US over Greenland in my lifetime. Comparison ranking total 131st. First area comparative, slightly less than twice the size of Massachusetts, about 2/3 the size of West Virginia. So they compare it to Morrigan states. That's good to know. So, okay. Land boundaries total 141 kilometers. Border countries Germany 140 kilometers and Canada 1.3 kilometers. Oh yeah, wait. They don't have any. Oh yeah, they don't have anything with Sweden because it's island. Oh, interesting. Land boundaries, coastline 7,314 kilometers. Maritime claims, territorial sea 12 nautic miles. It's not 12 nanometers, it's nautic miles. So, yeah, for some reason, the Navy is still using like miles. I think even like European Navy or knots. I don't know. Is there somebody, a sailor? Can sailor explain it to us in the comments so we get more educated? Why nautic miles? Contiguous zone 24 nautic miles, exclusive economic zone 200 nautic miles, and continental shelf 200 meters depth of, or the depth of, okay, climate tempered, humid and overcast, mild, windy winters and cool summers. They are cool. And you know who else is cool? My members. My members are extremely cool. They donate a little bit of money every month to keep this channel going, and I'm very thankful to them, and they are completely awesome. And if you want to become a member too, just click the join button and you have plenty of options to choose. Terrain, low and flat to gently rolling plains. Elevation, highest point, Store Melehoi, 171 meters. What? 171 meters is the highest thing in Denmark. Lowest point, Lame Fjord, -7 meters. So it's under the 7 meters under the sea. Wow. I have to look it up more. Mean elevation for 34 meters. Natural resources, Petroleum, Beaver, Denmark. Natural gas, fish, arable land. Arable. Is it arable land? Salt, limestone, chalk, stone, gravel, and sand. So they can invade us even for sand. Holy moly, in my town there is a lot of sand. Okay. Land use, agricultural, 65%, 16.6. Arable land, 59%. What? So they use a little bit more for like animals. Permanent crops, 0.8%. Permanent pasture, 5.8%. Forest, 15.8%, and other is 18.6%. Irrigated land, 2,420 square kilometers. Population distribution. Population centers tend to be along coastal areas, particularly in Copenhagen and the eastern side of the country's mainland. Flooding is threat in some areas of the country. Equal parts of Jutland along the southern coast of the island of Lolland that are protected from the sea by a system of dikes. Dike. Isn't dyke like a woman that dresses like a man? Dicks. Is it dicks? By system of dicks. Dykes, okay. Again, somebody had to explain it to me in the comments. I really should have my phone to always when I do these research videos. And guys, I do them like this because I think it's more tingly if I don't know and we learn together, you know, because AI can do scripts and whisper them to you if you really want to like mindlessly do that. But if you want the personality, this is channel for you. If you want, you can just watch some AI stuff. So okay, dikes. Geography note: composed of the Jutland Peninsula and a group of more than 400 islands, a Danish archipelago controls Danish Straits, Skagerrak and Ketterak, linking Baltic and Northern Seas. About 1/4 of the population lives in Greater Copenhagen. So there is like Copenhagen, and there is Greater Copenhagen, which is area around. So people and society. Okay, so what does CIA think about Danish? There is 5,973,136 male, 2,975,261, and female 2,997,875. So more females. Total 115 male. Total 115 male, 115 female, 115. So it's very close ratio. Nationality: Danes. Adjective: Danish. Ethnic groups: Danish includes Greenlandic, who are predominantly Inuit, and Faroese. 84.2%, Turkish 1.1%, other 14.7%. Largest groups are Polish, Romanian, Syrian, Ukrainian, German, and Iraqi. No data presents population by country of origin. Languages: Danish, Faroese, Greenlandic, and Inuit dialect. German, small minority. Note: English is the predominant second language. Major languages sample Världens faktabok, den utvecklingsgilde till grundläggande upplysningar. It's Danish. Did I do good? Danish people, there is definitely a lot of Danish people. I hope you are learning. So religions: Evangelical Lutheran. So you have Lutherans, official 71.4, Muslim 4.3, other non-inspected denominations include Roman Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, Serbian Orthodox, Christian, Jewish, Baptist, Buddhist, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So Mormons, is it Mormons? Pentecostal and non-denominational Christians. So why is there not like atheist? I'm atheist, there should be some. Are they not atheist? Is only Czechia atheist like that? I have to look at this. We will look at Czechia. So age structure, 16%, so most of our 15 to 47. Dependency ratio, this is an important fact. 57. Okay, young dependency, elderly dependency, and potential support ratio 3.1. So that means there are 3 people for every 1 old. I know that like in China there the population collapse is happening. It's gonna be massacre basically. Well, when China one child policy was very stupid idea. Median age 42.2 years. Male 41, females are a little bit older. Population growth 0.44. So again, very low. Comparison 155. Birth rate 11 birds. So you need this to be 2. Population growth. No, you don't need. You need the replacement rate. Urbanization, death rate. So they have probably, there is like birth rate is 11.3 and death rate is 9.6. So that's a replacement because you need to like divide them or subtract them. Net migration is 2.7 migrants per 1,000. Okay, that's a lot. Population distribution. Population centers tend to be along coastal areas, particularly in Copenhagen. They already did that. Urban population 88.5%. That's a lot. Major urban areas is Copenhagen 1.381. Sex ratio at birth 1.07 males, at 76 0.86. This is always like quite incredible that it is always this number, almost 1.07. Like males are more. There is more males all the time for some reason, you know. It's not 50-50. There is something that when you are rolling, you know, the dice, when you are getting spawned in the spawn camp, there is higher chance that you will roll some specific number and you get born a male. Like it's higher than for a female for some reason. Well, we know the reason because men like to die younger, and you know they males drive the genetic change because that's how it works. Mother's mean age at first birth 29.8, so that's very old. Maternal mortality ratio 4 deaths per 100,000 live births, so that's insanely good. Like it was almost 50% few hundred years back. Life expectancy is 82 years. That's good. You see, females live 4 years more. Okay, that is total fertility rate 1.77 children born woman. So that's almost replacement, but not a lot. Health expenditure 9.5 GDP. Drinking water source. Okay. Obesity 20% are obese. Alcohol consumption per capita 9.16 liters of pure alcohol. Okay. What we have next? There is a lot of stuff. So, environment, air pollution, principally from vehicle and power plant emissions, nitrogen and phosphorus pollution of the North Sea, water pollution from animal wastes and pesticides, internal environmental agreements, party to air pollution, heavy metal, air pollution, multi-effect protocol, air pollution, nitrogen, oxygen, oxides, air pollution, persistent organic pollutants, air pollution, sulfur 85, and so on. Carbon dioxide emissions 29 million metric tons of CO2. Methane waste government. Conventional long form Kingdom of Denmark. Conventional short form Denmark. Local long form continues from the words Dane and tribal name with unclear Germanic origins, and mark, a Danish word that refers to a march borderland. Government type, parliamentary constitutional monarchy. Capital Copenhagen. 6 hours ahead of the Washington DC. Administrative divisions. This I am interested in. Metropolitan Denmark. 5 regions. Regioner, singular region. Hovedstaden. Capital Midtjylland. Central Jutland. Nordjylland. North Jutland. Zealand. And Danmark, Southern Denmark. Legal system, civil law, judicial review of legislature, history, several previews, latest adopted, parliament with consent of the government, passage requires approval by the next Folketing following a general election. Approval by a simple majority vote, at least 40% of voters in a referendum, and asset chief state. Citizenship by birth? No, that only USS. Citizenship by descendant only. At least one parent must be a citizen of Denmark. Dual citizenship recognized, yes. Residency requirement for naturalization 7 years. Suffrage 18 years. Executive branch, chief of state is King Frederick X. Head of government, Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen. Cabinet Council of State appointed by monarch. Okay, elections. The monarchy is hereditary following legislative elections, but the monarch usually appoints the leader of the majority party or majority coalition of Prime Minister. Note, Queen Margaret II abdicated on 14 January 2024, the first Danish monarch to voluntarily abdicate since King Erik III in 1146. Okay, and let's look at the economy, and that will be enough. So, economic overview: high income, EU member, trade-oriented Nordic economy, growth driven by pharmaceuticals. Yeah, do they make Ozempic? Oh, it's Finland. I don't know. Energy and services, large share of employment in public sector, fixed exchange rate pegging to euro, strong fiscal position and declining public debt, tight labor market mitigated by migrant workers and higher retirement age, real GDP $440 billion. Growth rate pretty good, 3.7. Real GDP per capita $73,000. So GDP, agricultural products, milk, wheat, potatoes, barley, sugar beets, pork, rapeseed. I don't even want to know what that is. Rye, oats, and chicken. I love chicken and beans. Top 10 agriculture products based on tonnage. Industries, wind turbines, okay. Pharmaceuticals, so wind turbines are probably good thing to make now. I should make factory. Pharmaceuticals, medical equipment, shipbuilding and refurbishment, iron, steel, non-ferrous metals, chemicals, food processing, machinery and transportation equipment, textiles and clothing, electronics, construction, furniture and other food energy. Let's look at what they make energy out of. Consumption of 35 billion kilowatt hours. Sources: fossil fuel is 11%, solar is 10%, wind is 57%. Wow. Hydro is 0.1, and biomass and waste is 21. Wow. So they basically run on wind. They have probably offshore wind turbines. That's pretty good. I don't know how economically efficient. Is there somebody like what is the chance that somebody like from Denmark who is working on wind turbines is watching this video? Like, I should do that into specific questions video because what if somebody is like, is it rentable? Like, if they make the wind turbine and it generates the electricity for its lifespan, does it actually like generate income? Okay, that's everything I wanted. We are not going to talk about Djibouti yet, but if you like this video, let me know. We can look at another countries. I will probably be doing this more because I just want to, I don't know, I'm getting old. And when I was a small child, I always loved encyclopedias, and now when I have money, I'm just buying encyclopedias, and it's great. So I wanted this for a long time, and now when it's ending, I just had to get it. This is basically my Bible. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.